Okay, here's a question about normalized floating point representation. All right, so you have a binary number is stored in a computer system. They give you the mantissa and exponent, but it is stated that this is not normalized, and they want to know what. And part two is basically they want you to normalize the floating point representation of this particular number. So if you like to give it a try, just pause the video, all right, because I will be going through the step and the process. So the first thing is we do know that this is not normalized. All right. Why? Well, look at the first two digits of the mantissa, not the exponent, the mantissa. Right. A normalized floating point, right, will be either a 0, 1 or a 1, 0. A 0, 1 or a 1, 0. This one doesn't. This one is a 0, 0. That already shows that it is not a normalized floating point number. Okay, so that will cover your part one. All right. Uh, but of course, now that we know it is not a normalized, we need to normalize it. So in order to normalize this, I need to shift the floating point, which currently, all right, two space. Right, I need to shift it two space to this side, right, to the left. Right. So if I shift it two space, it will end up as 0, 1. All right, you will end up as 0, 1. Then of course, you copy the rest. The back portion, you actually just pad it with 0. Right? So it will be 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Why I shift two places? Why don't I shift another space? Why don't I shift three? Because if I shift three, I will get a 1, 1 in the front, which again doesn't make sense because it's supposed to be either a 0, 1 or a 1, 0. Right? So I can only shift up to here to make the mantissa normalized. But when I shift the mantissa, all right, to the left, this direction, the mantissa get bigger. Right, the mantissa actually get bigger. So I need to make the exponent smaller. By how much? By how many point I shift. So I shift two space to make it bigger. I have to subtract two to make it smaller. So when I subtract this, right, you can use your binary subtraction. So if you do your binary subtraction, okay, what you will get, okay, you will actually get a 0, 0, 0, right, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 from this, right, from this, okay, then you will get the full answer, which is the mantissa part as well as the exponent part.